Hi, I'm Christina and welcome to my channel, Chriskayoga. In today's video, we will be doing a yoga sequence to lose weight. This class is in the level of advanced beginner or intermediate, depending on how you look at things. This class will get your heart pumping, it will make you sweat, and it is designed to strengthen your muscles and stretch them as well. If you're ready, grab your mat and let's get started. Start lying on your back. Hug your knees in towards your chest and hold on to your shins in both hands. Keep your feet flexed and energized. Breathe here. Feel your hip sockets gently softening. Feel your glutes and your hamstrings getting a gentle stretch. Keep the left leg bent and place the left foot on the ground. Stretch the right leg up towards the ceiling. Flex the foot and hold on to the hamstring with both hands. Remain in this stretch for a few deep breaths. Remove your hands from your leg, but keep your leg raised. Raise your arms reaching up towards the ceiling, and we're going to pulse 3 times reaching up towards your foot. Take an exhale and reach your shoulders, head, and hands up towards your foot. On your next inhale, you'll place your head back down onto the ground. Once more. Exhale, reach your head, shoulders, and hands up towards your foot. Inhale, lower down. Last time. Reach up and inhale, lower down. Release your leg down and switch sides. Reach your left leg up towards the ceiling. Hold on to your hamstring with both hands and keep the left foot flexed. The right foot is flat on the floor and the leg is bent. As we did on the other side, hold this stretch for a few deep breaths. Remove your hands from your leg and keep the leg raised. Reach your arms up and begin your pulses. Exhale, reach up towards your foot. Keep your shoulders and head raised. Inhale, place them down. Exhale, reach everything up. Feel those abs working. Inhale, place them down. Last time. Exhale, reach up. And then on an inhale, place everything down. Place your arms and legs back down onto the ground. Legs are bent, feet are flat on the ground, arms are straight and palms next to your hips on the floor. On an inhale, press your hands and feet down and lift your hips up into a slight arch, coming into bridge pose. Knees, hips distance apart. Exhale, lower your hips down. We'll take bridge 3 more times. Inhale, lift your hips up into bridge. Press those hips up towards the ceiling. And on an exhale, release down. Inhale, lift your hips up, coming into bridge, feeling the arch. Exhale, release your hips down onto the ground. Last time. Inhale, lift your hips back up into bridge. Hold for just a bit longer this time. And on an exhale, release your hips down. Hug your knees in towards your chest for a moment. Breathe here, keep your feet flexed. And then make your way. You can roll onto your side and come onto your hands and knees. Coming into child's pose, place your big toes together behind you and knees slightly apart. Sit your hips onto your heels, relax your torso over your thighs, and bring your forehead to the ground. Stretch your arms out in front of you and take a moment in child's pose. Begin to deepen your breathing. Breathing through your nose and focusing on your breath. Quiet your mind. Feel your rib cage expanding as you inhale and contracting as you exhale. Remain in your child's pose for one more deep breath. Reach your arms forward, lifting your forearms off the ground, spreading all fingers wide on the mat. Come up onto your hands and knees and bring your shins parallel to one another. Flat back, looking down in between your hands and just forward of your fingertips. Coming into cat and cow. On an inhale, tuck your toes. Look up and forward and spread your shoulders wide. Exhale, untuck your toes, curve your spine in the opposite direction and look towards your thighs. Upper back is reaching all the way up. Inhale, come back into your cow. Tuck your toes, arch your back in the opposite way, spread your shoulders. Exhale, untuck your toes, upper back curving up towards the ceiling. Inhale, cow once again. Continuously moving through cat and cow. Exhale, come into your cat. Inhale and come into your cow. Tucking those toes, spreading those shoulders, looking up. Exhale, cat pose. Untuck your toes, curve your spine in the opposite way. Inhale, cow pose. And last time here, exhale, cat pose. From your cat pose, you'll come into a flat back, tucking your toes and straightening your legs into downward facing dog. In your downward facing dog, you'll pedal your legs, alternating, bending, and straightening. Each time your leg is straight, you'll press that heel down towards the ground, working through the muscles in the backs of your legs and the hip joints as well. Slowly come to stillness and hold downward facing dog for a deep inhale and release it out in the same way. From here, keep your hands and feet where they are and lower your hips down into plank. Hold plank. You'll start to feel all your muscles working to hold that plank pose. And take an exhale and lift your hips up and back, downward facing dog. Once again, pedal your legs, adding some movement into your down dog and gently warming up your muscles. Slowly come to stillness. Place your knees down onto the ground and we'll take another cow pose. Tuck your toes, arch your back, look up and forward. And on an exhale, untuck your toes, look towards your thighs, reach your upper back up towards the ceiling. Inhale, tuck your toes, press into the ground with your hands and feet, straighten your legs, downward facing dog. Pedal your legs once again. Continuously moving, gently stretching the muscles. And then slowly come to stillness in your downward facing dog. We'll take plank from here one more time. Lower your hips down, bringing your body into one straight line from the top of your head all the way down to your heels. Lift your hips up and back, down dog once again, and pedal your legs. Come to stillness and then place your knees down onto the ground. Tuck your toes, spread your shoulders and look up for cow pose. Exhale, untuck your toes, reach your upper back towards the ceiling, look towards your thighs for cat pose. Once more each time. Inhale, cow pose, and exhale, cat pose. From your cat pose, tuck your toes. Straighten your legs into another down dog and pedal your legs once again. Slowly come to stillness, and we'll take our last plank of this sequence. Lower your hips down, look in between your hands, keep your body straight. And then on an exhale, lift your hips up and back into another downward facing dog. Pedal your legs for a moment and then slowly come to stillness. Reach your hips up and back, press your heels down towards the ground, hold down dog for one more breath. On your next inhale, raise your heels all the way up and bend your knees. Look forward and walk your feet up to your hands into a half forward fold. Exhale, lower your head down into forward fold. On an inhale, come all the way up to standing and reach your arms up. Exhale, release your hands down by your sides. Stand up tall for a deep breath in and a deep breath out. On your next inhale, rotate your arms around and raise them up. Exhale, forward fold, hands to the ground, relax your head. Inhale, look up halfway. Exhale, fold back down. Inhale, come back up to standing. Reach your arms up, looking towards your hands. Exhale, release your hands down by your sides. Inhale, rotate your arms around and raise them up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, look up halfway. Exhale, fold back down. Inhale, come all the way up to standing. And release your hands down by your sides. Once more. Inhale, rotate your arms and raise them up. Exhale, forward fold, hands to the ground. Inhale, look up halfway. Exhale, plant your palms flat and step back into plank pose. In your plank pose, lower your whole body down onto your belly. Untuck your toes and point your elbows up towards the ceiling. Palms are right next to your ribs. We'll move through low cobra. Inhale, lift your head and shoulders off the ground. And on an exhale, lower them back down. Twice more in low cobra. Inhale, lift your head and shoulders. And exhale, lower down. Last time, your low arch. Inhale, lift your head and your shoulders off the ground. Exhale, lower down. Tuck your toes. Press into the ground with your hands and feet and come into downward facing dog. Hold down dog for a deep inhale, reaching your hips up. Exhale and press your heels down towards the ground. Hold here for one more deep inhale and exhale through your nose. On your inhale, raise your heels, bend your knees. Look forward and step your feet half forward fold. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, come up to standing. Look towards your hands, up towards the ceiling. Exhale, release your hands down. Inhale, rotate your arms out around and raise them up. Exhale, forward fold, hands to the ground, relax your head. Inhale, look up halfway. Exhale, plant your palms, step back into plank. Lower your whole body onto your belly and we'll take 3 more cobra arches. Point your elbows up towards the ceiling and on an inhale, lift your head and your shoulders off the ground. Hold for a moment and then exhale and release them down. Inhale, lift your head and shoulders for a low cobra arch. Exhale, lower down. Inhale once more here. Lift your head and shoulders using your upper back muscles and not your hands. And on an exhale, release your head down, tuck your toes, press into the ground with your hands and feet, and straighten your legs, downward facing dog. Hold downward dog for a few deep breaths in and out through your nose. And from here on your following inhale, raise your heels up and bend your knees. Look forward. Walk your feet into half forward fold. Exhale, Uttanasana, forward fold. Inhale, come all the way up to standing and reach your arms up. Exhale, release your hands down by your sides. Inhale, rotate your arms out around and raise them up. Exhale once again, forward fold all the way down. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana, half forward fold, and exhale, plant your palms flat and step back into plank. We will now take a Vinyasa. Lower halfway into Chaturanga Dandasana. Flip to the tops of your feet and straighten your arms, coming into your arch, upward facing dog. And from here, tuck your toes, press your hips up and back, downward facing dog. Remain in your down dog for 3 deep inhales and exhales. On your next inhale, raise your heels and bend your knees. Look forward and walk your feet into half forward fold, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, Uttanasana, forward fold. Inhale, come all the way up to standing and reach your arms up. Exhale, release your hands down by your sides. This time we'll take Utkatasana, fierce pose. Sit your hips back, reach your arms up and forward. Keep those knees bent. Most of your weight is behind you. On your next exhale, keep your legs where they are and fold your torso over into Uttanasana, forward fold. Exhale, half forward fold. Plant your palms flat onto the ground and step back into plank. And once again, move through a Vinyasa, Chaturanga, upward facing dog, and downward facing dog. On your next inhale, raise your right leg up and then step it forward in between your hands. Bring your right knee directly above your ankle. Stay high on the ball of your back foot. Lift up your arms into high lunge. Press your hips down, keep lunging forward into that right leg, and your arms are energetically up. On an exhale, place your hands down to frame your right foot. Step back into plank, and once again, Chaturanga Dandasana, upward facing dog, and exhale, downward facing dog. Hold down dog. And on your next inhale, raise your left leg up. Step it forward and bring your left knee directly above your left ankle. Stay on the ball of your back foot and raise your arms up for high lunge on the left. Keep energetically lunging forward into that left leg. Your back leg is straight. Place your hands down to frame your left foot. Step back into plank. And once again, you can move through a Vinyasa as we've done. And press your hips up into downward facing dog. Hold down dog for 2 more deep inhales and exhales through your nose. Inhale, raise your heels, bend your knees, look forward, step your feet half forward, fold. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, come back up into Utkatasana, fierce pose. Reach your arms up, sit your hips back. Hold here for a breath. And then on your following inhale, straighten your legs, reach your arms up. Exhale, release your hands down by your sides. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Utkatasana, one more time. Sit your hips back, reach your arms up and forward. Your weight is behind you. You should be able to lift your toes. On an exhale, forward fold, hands to the ground, relax your head. Inhale, look up halfway, and exhale, plant your palms. And once again, move through a Vinyasa. Chaturanga, press into an arch, upward facing dog, and then press back, downward facing dog. On your next inhale, raise your right leg up and step it forward in between your hands, right knee directly above your ankle. Press into the ground with your feet and come into high lunge. The left heel is high off the ground and you're lunging forward into your right leg. We're going to bend the left knee, dipping it down 4 times. So bend and straighten your left knee 4 times and keep the rest of your body in high lunge. Keep lunging forward into that right leg as you're bending and straightening your back leg. Once you're done with your 4 reps, place your hands down onto the ground, step back into plank and move through a Vinyasa. Chaturanga, upward facing dog, and downward facing dog. Hold down dog and get ready to come into the other side. On an inhale, raise your left leg and step it forward. Coming into a high lunge on the left side this time, raise your arms up. We'll be bending and straightening our right leg 4 times, dipping it down and straightening it back into high lunge. 4 repetitions. Keep lunging forward into your left leg and reaching your arms up as you're bending and straightening your right leg. Once done, place your hands down to frame your left foot, step back into plank and come into yet another Vinyasa. Chaturanga, upward dog, and downward dog. Once in your downward dog, hold here for 3 deep inhales and exhales through your nose. Inhale, raise your heels, bend your knees, look forward. Step your feet into a half forward fold, and on an exhale, fold down, Uttanasana. Inhale, come back, Utkatasana. Sit your hips back and reach your arms up and forward. Feel those quads working as you hold here. And then on your next inhale, straighten your legs, reach your arms up, and take an exhale to release your hands by your sides. Once more, Utkatasana. Sit those hips back. Reach your arms up and forward. Hold here. And on your following exhale, keep your legs bent and forward fold. Bring your hands to the ground. Relax your head over. Inhale, look up just halfway, straighten your spine, and exhale, plant your palms. Step back into downward facing dog, or you can move through another vinyasa. It's up to you, completely your choice. Hold downward dog for a moment. Inhale, raise your right leg and step it forward in between your hands, knee directly above your ankle. Keep your heel up high behind you and lift up your arms, high lunge. We're going to bend our left knee and straighten it back up. 3 more times. Bend and straighten your back knee, keeping the rest of your body in high lunge. You should be coming into your final bend, and then slowly from your high lunge, set your left foot down at 45 degrees. Look down at your feet and align your right heel with your left arch. Reach your arms all the way out to the side. Keep your hips on the diagonal. Shoulders are open to the side. Warrior 2 on the right. We're going to add a bit of movement to our Warrior 2. Take an inhale, straighten your right leg, and reach your arms up. Exhale, press down, Warrior 2. Inhale, straighten your leg and reach your arms up. Exhale, press down. Inhale, straighten your right leg, reach your arms up. Exhale, Warrior 2. And inhale, straighten and reach. Exhale, Warrior 2. From here, reach your torso over your right leg. And when you can't reach any further, drop your forearm onto your right thigh and reach your left arm up and over your left ear on the diagonal side angle pose. Try not to rely too much on your right arm to hold up your torso. Keep lunging into your right leg. From your side angle, look down towards the ground and straighten your right leg. Place your hand on your shin, your ankle, your foot, or the ground, and then reach your left arm up towards the ceiling, looking up. Coming into triangle pose, Trikonasana. Try not to lock into your knee joints, keeping your legs straight. And from here, take one more breath before you look down, and then bend your right leg back into Warrior 2. From Warrior 2, circle your hands to frame your right foot and step back into Downward Facing Dog. Hold down dog for a deep inhale and a deep exhale. From here, we'll come into the other side. Raise your left leg up and step the foot forward in between your hands. High lunge on the left. Stay high on the ball of your back foot. From here, we'll dip our knee down 4 times on the right, bending and straightening your right leg. Keep lunging into your left as you're moving. We'll take that about 2 more times, bending and straightening that right leg. From high lunge, set the right foot down at 45 degrees and align your left heel with your right arch. Reach your arms out to the side, looking over your left hand, coming into Warrior 2, Virabhadrasana 2 on the left side. We'll add some movement once again. Inhale, straighten your left leg and reach your arms up. Exhale, Warrior 2. Inhale, straighten the leg, reaching up. Exhale, Warrior 2. 2 more times. Inhale, straighten and reach. Exhale, press back down. Inhale, straighten and reach. Exhale, Warrior 2. Hold for 1 moment And then reach your torso over your left leg and place your forearm on your thigh. Reach your right arm up and over on the diagonal. For side angle pose on the left. Keep lunging into your left leg. You're not relying on your left arm to hold your torso up. Energetically reaching on the diagonal through your right arm. From your side angle pose, look down towards the ground and straighten your left leg. Place your hand down on your leg wherever you can reach, and reach your right arm up towards the ceiling, looking towards that hand for Trikonasana or triangle pose. We're not locking into our knee joints as we hold triangle. Breathing here for a few more deep breaths. Look down to the ground and bend your left leg. Come back through your warrior two, and then spin your hands down to frame your left foot and step back into a downward facing dog. Hold down dog for a few deep inhales through your nose and exhales. Inhale, raise your heels, bend your knees, look forward, and step your feet into half forward fold, straightening your spine. Exhale, fold back down, forward fold. From here, inhale, sit your hips back, reach your arms up and forward, Utkatasana, fierce pose. Hold here, reaching those hips back, and on your next inhale, straighten your legs, and exhale, release your hands down by your sides. From here, step your feet out wide, feet parallel. Slightly bend your knees and place your hands on the ground. Send your hips back and then forward fold into a wide leg forward fold, placing your hands on the ground. If you can't reach the ground, then have a slight bend in your knees. Completely relax your head over and allow your spine to release. Come up slightly out of your forward fold and lunge forward into your left leg, turning your body to face your left leg and your feet are parallel once again. And you're lunging to the left. Untuck your toe and place your knee on the ground, and then step your left foot out to the side. You can stay there or drop down onto your forearms into lizard pose, stretching the front of your right hip and your hip socket on the left side. Hold here. In whatever level of this pose you are, just breathe into the stretch. Come out of your stretch, come all the way back up onto your hands. Bring your foot back to the center line of your body and tuck your right toe. Shift your weight over through the center and come to your right leg. Lunging into your right leg, bend forward. And then once you reach low lunge on the right, drop your knee down and untuck your toe. Walk your right foot all the way out to the right, and you can stay up on your hands or drop down onto your forearms. Lizard pose on the right, stretching the front of your left hip, softening your right hip socket. Breathe into your stretch. Come back up onto your hands and tuck your left toe. Bring your right foot back into the center. Come back through the center of your body into your wide-legged forward fold. Press into the ground with both feet and slowly come up to standing. Bring your feet into the center and then come to a seated position. We will take Navasana or a modified boat pose. Bring your hands back behind your hips and then bring your shins parallel to the ground. Balance on the two sits bones at the bottom of your pelvis and reach your hands towards your feet. We'll be alternating dropping your toes down onto the ground one at a time. So slowly drop the right toe down, keeping the rest of your body stable, and bring it back up. Left side, drop the toe down onto the ground and bring it parallel. Right toe down, and then bring it up. The rest of your body is stable as you're alternating your toes down onto the ground. Left and right. Bringing them back up to parallel. Right and left. Just a few more touches down onto the ground, lightly touching that toe. Your body is working here. Your abs are working as you're moving right and left. Hold for a moment and then cross your shins. Sit up tall in Sukhasana here. And then on an exhale, forward fold. Relax those ab muscles here. You can close your eyes if you'd like and breathe deeply. We're getting ready to come into that sequence one more time with a minor addition. So come back up and then bring your body back into your modified boat pose with your shins parallel to the ground. Reach your arms forward towards your feet and drop your right toe onto the ground. This time, once in parallel, straighten that right leg again, reaching it up towards the ceiling, and then drop it back down to parallel. Same on the left. Drop the left toe down, bring it back up to parallel, straighten the leg, and then bring it back to parallel. Other side. Right toe down, back to parallel, straighten the leg, and back to parallel. You're doing great. Keep going. Drop the left toe down and straighten it back in parallel. Straighten the leg and bring it back to parallel. Right leg. Drop the toe down. Bring it back up. Straighten the leg and lower it down. Left side. Drop the toe down. Bring it back to parallel. Straighten that left leg and bring it back. Right side. Toe down. Bring it up. Straighten the leg and bring it back to parallel. Last time, drop the left toe down, bring it back up to parallel and straighten that left leg, and then bring it back down. Cross your shins in the opposite direction as before, and on an exhale, forward fold. Relax here. Allow your muscles to recover and just breathe. We'll take that one more time with just the toe touches and only 4 of them. So come back up, bring your shins back up to Navasana, shins parallel to the ground, feet pointing forward, and begin your toe touches. Tap your right toe down, raise it back up. Left and up, right and up, left and up, right, up, left, up, right, up. Last time, left and up. Hold for a moment and then cross your shins in the opposite way. Take an inhale, sit up tall, and on your exhale, forward fold. Head to the ground and just breathe here. Roll back up and then come to lying flat on your back. We're going to stretch out your hip flexors that were working so hard just now in your Navasana exercise. Place your feet flat on the floor, palms are flat next to your hips. Inhale, press those hips up towards the ceiling into bridge pose, just as we did at the beginning of the class, except this time, roll onto the outer edges of your shoulders, and if you can, clasp your hands together underneath you. You can also hold on to the yoga mat as I'm demonstrating in the top right corner, so holding on to the edges of your mat. Wherever you are, press your hips up and stay in your arch here. Breathing here and stretching the fronts of your hips and your back as well. On an exhale, release your hands from the clasp and lower your hips down. And from here, make your way back up to a seated position, and we'll do some stretches in seated positions. So, stretch your legs all the way out to the side. Upavista Konasana. Stretching your legs. Point your knees and toes up towards the ceiling. Your feet are flexed. On an inhale, sit up tall, and on an exhale, forward fold. Keep those knees and toes pointing up, so make sure they haven't rolled in towards the center. And breathe in your stretch here, stretching your hamstrings, inner thighs, your glutes, and your low back. Try not to overly round your spine as you're stretching forward, and remember to keep breathing. Roll yourself back up, coming upright, and then bring yourself into Baddha Konasana. Your feet are meeting each other at the center of your body, your knees are out to the side. Inhale, sit up tall, and exhale, forward fold. Relaxing over your legs, keep your hands on your feet. If you would like to, you can place your elbows on your knees to help them down towards the ground as I'm demonstrating in the top right corner here, or just remain in your forward fold. Hold your stretch. Slowly make your way back upright. Bring your legs in and stretch your legs out in front of you. Flex your feet. Sit up tall on an inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Placing your hands on your shins, your ankles, or your feet, wherever you reach today. And just breathe in this forward fold. Once again, stretching your hamstrings, your glutes, your low back, and trying not to overly round your spine. Slowly come back upright. Bend your right leg and cross it over your left. You can keep your left leg straight or bend it in, bringing your heel right by your right hip. Wrap your left arm around your right leg. Bring your right arm behind you. On an inhale, sit up tall, and on an exhale, twist to the right. Keep both sits bones even on the ground. With each inhale you take, lengthen your spine, and with each exhale, twist a little bit deeper than before. Remain here and continue to breathe and twist. Come back to center, unwinding from your twist, and uncross your legs. Come into the other side. Bend your left leg, cross it over your right. Keep your right leg straight or bend it in. Cross your right arm around your left leg. Left arm behind you. Inhale, sit up tall. Exhale, twist to the left, twisting your upper body. Your low body is even on the ground. As you've done on the other side, with each inhale, find length through your spine, and with each exhale, twist just a bit deeper than before. Continue in this pattern, breathe and twist. Unwind and come back to center. Uncross your legs and come to lying on your back. Once you're on your back, bend your legs, hug your knees in towards your chest, and flex your feet. If you'd like to rock from side to side, gently massaging your low back on the ground, you can do so or stay still, depending on whether or not that's comfortable for you. Hold here for a moment. Come to stillness if you've been moving, and then place your feet on the ground. Cross your right ankle over your left thigh, and then take hold with your hands on your hamstring, so right underneath your knee behind your leg on the left side. Keep that right knee out to the side and hug your legs in towards your chest. Breathe here, stretching the hips, softening the hip sockets, and hold this stretch. Release your hands from your leg, uncross your ankle, and switch sides. Place your right foot down. Cross your left ankle over your right thigh. Hold on behind your right leg, bending both legs. Keeping the left knee out to the side, hug both knees in towards your shoulders. Hold here. Breathe into your hips once again. Release your hands from your leg and then hug both knees in towards your chest, holding on to your shins. From here, take both of your legs and bring them over to the left side of your body, coming into twist on the left, reaching the right arm out to the right and looking over that hand. Hold here and breathe. Come back to the center with your legs and your head and switch to the other side, bringing your legs over to the right side to the ground. Lift your head up, turn it to the left, and reach your left arm out to the left. Hold your twist and breathe. Bring your legs back to center, look up towards the ceiling, and then we'll take our final pose, Shavasana. Stretch your legs out, relax them completely, and separate them slightly apart. Turn your palms up towards the ceiling, close your eyes, and begin to deepen your breath. Breathing through your nose, quieting your mind. Focus all of your attention on your breathing. Notice the way your breath rises and falls as you inhale and exhale. And imagine that each exhale you take is allowing you to relax deeper and deeper into the ground. Begin to bring some slight motion into your body, gently moving your hands and your feet, your arms and your legs. Bend your knees, roll onto the right side of your body and rest there with your knees bent and your arm underneath your head for support. Hold here for a moment. And when you are ready, use your hands to help you and come up to a seated position, crossing your shins in front of you. Flex your feet underneath your knees, sit up tall on your sits bones. Bring your hands to your legs, close your eyes. Take a deep breath in and out through your nose. And thank yourself for taking the time out of your day to practice yoga, to do what you need to be healthy. Bring your hands to meet at the center of your chest and bow your head to your fingertips. Namaste. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the class. Please subscribe for new free yoga videos every Monday and Wednesday. Follow me on Instagram, Pinterest, Facebook, and Twitter. Check out my yoga blog, girlonyoga.com, and also my vlog channel. See you next time!